Meet an easy business loan with no trouble, a no document, or no doc lender might be worth looking into. Small business owners who need short-term working capital quickly may want to look into no-doc business loans. No-doc lenders can often fund a business loan by the next business day by connecting to your accounting software and bank accounts. What is a no-doc business loan? The name no-doc lender isn't quite right. It sounds like you won't have to fill out any paperwork or fill out an application. But in reality, you will still have to fill out or send in some paper items. Nearly-docless or low-doc lender might be better names. For loans over $100,000, even no-doc lenders are likely to ask for bank statements or tax returns, even if the loan doesn't require any paperwork. Since most of the application and underwriting process for no-doc business loans is done electronically, the process is quick. But you may have to pay more for the convenience than you would for a traditional bank business loan. Best no-doc business loan providers. Number 1. Lendio Business Loans. Lendio is one of the largest business loan marketplaces, partnering with more than 75 lenders. You can pre-qualify for a range of options with just a few clicks and compare the terms you might qualify for with different no-paperwork providers. Since no-doc financing tends to come with higher than average rates, using a marketplace to compare offers makes it easy to make sure you're getting a competitive deal. But be sure to reach out to the lender to make sure it doesn't require any paperwork before you continue with your application. You will have access to $500 to $5 million loan amount. APR starting at 6% and 560 min. Credit score. Number 2. Big Think Capital. Big Think offers loans and leases on business equipment with LTVs as high as 100%. While many equipment financing providers can take days or weeks to approve the loan, Big Think can get you a decision within 24 hours, and your funds 48 hours after getting approved. While it's not a true no-doc lender, it only requires 3 months of bank statements during the initial application. It also works with credit scores as low as 600 and only requires 11 months in business to qualify for an equipment loan. Though other types of financing may have different requirements. You will have access to $10,000 to $5 million, $500,000 loan amount. APR starting at 6% and 600 min. Credit score. Number 3. Funbox Lines of Credit. Funbox is one of the few true no-doc lenders out there for business lines of credit. Instead of asking for financial statements and tax returns, it connects to your accounting software and bank account. This makes it possible to get approved within minutes and funded as soon as 1 business day after you request a withdrawal. But in this case, the no-document requirement has its drawbacks. Funbox doesn't work with every type of accounting software or connect with every bank account, and its starting fees are high, roughly equivalent to a 35% APR. Number 4. OnDeck Short-Term Loans. OnDeck is an online lender that specializes in short-term loans and lines of credit for small businesses. It only requires most borrowers to submit 3 months of business bank statements, which you can download from your online bank account. It's also one of the few online lenders that can fund your loan the same day you're approved. But it's an expensive option. Save this lender for when you're willing to pay extra for convenience. You will have access to a $5,000 to $250,000 loan amounts and a 625 minimum credit score. Number 5. FunThrough Invoice Factoring and Financing. FunThrough is one of the only online lenders that offers no paperwork invoice factoring and financing. You can opt to connect to your business bank account and accounting software instead of submitting bank statements. It's one of the few companies that offer up to 100% advance rates and works with accounts receivables worth anywhere from $500 to $10 million. And unlike many factoring companies, FunThrough doesn't require your business to sign a contract to commit to a minimum number of months of financing. But you need at least $100,000 in outstanding invoices to qualify, and it doesn't work with some industries, like construction or real estate. How do document lenders work? A no-doc business loan doesn't mean you won't fill out any forms. It just means you may not be required to complete paper forms or fax documents to your lender. In some cases, you can get around document requirements completely by connecting with your business's other online accounts. This is particularly common with e-commerce seller financing, especially if you're borrowing from a platform like PayPal or Amazon. Some lenders are low-doc rather than no-doc. They require you to submit an online application and PDFs of a few key documents. You might also need to give them access to certain business accounts for verification. Alternatives to no-doc providers. You'll find that most lenders do require some type of paperwork, especially when it comes to business loans. But if you're looking to compare your options without submitting mountains of paperwork, then checking out Connection Service as a first step might be for you. Many connection services are no-doc and feature quick forms that can be completed within minutes. After submitting your information, the service displays its lending partners that may be a good fit for you. And most connection services are completely free to use, with a few charging packing fees